Hello there, viewers. Warm welcome to you. Can you hear me? A says, I know you missed me. I missed all of you. Thank you, A. Thank you, Speed 5, Muhammad Abdi, Tiabu Mangisha, Kasat Solman. Uh, Again, I am on mobile, so I won't be able to read the names of all the participants who have joined. I'm doing short live chats these days because of my health condition, which is gradually improving. So, warm welcome to all of you. Michael SFA has joined as well. Michael is a member too. I think Michael is a member on Patreon too. I have a Patreon account as well. Michael is there too. Thank you for being a member and a patron, Michael. Warm welcome to you. Avith Tedros has been away for a week, but he's back. Avith, welcome back. I've been away as well. While you were away, I was sick. I was having health problems, but luckily, I am improving. It was due to the support given by viewers. By the grace of Allah, I am recovering. So, thank you. Sigma A has joined as well. Let me share a roundup of Hirsi Fao too. Says Abhi's Corner, Jumble joined from Gondar. I won't forget from where you are jumbled. I remember mostly. You have been very helpful. Garuma says, I am very happy for your immediate recovery. Thank you, Garuma. Uh, yeah, one part of recovery ongoing. After a few days, I'll undergo surgery. I think surgery won't be that much a problem. But what I went through in the last 1 week, it was extremely painful. But with the grace of God, I have been able to recover. Ugas K says, hey, how are you doing? I'm fine. Francis Corona Sankaris says, hello. Hersi said, disintegration of Ethiopia has begun. I can respond to Gitahun says, happy seeing you. Ebenezer Gobeze says, hello. Waterfall joined too. Waterfall says, Saji, your daughter will be international reporter. Maybe you'll find her job at Al Jazeera. Just one little comment. Some people criticized today, yesterday as well. Some. They said, Sajid, that you are downplaying the seriousness of news content by asking your daughter to read the news. She is not an adult. She should go to school. So she should be focusing on her studies. Well, firstly, she is very passionate. She wants to do it, and secondly, she's studying geography. She's studying history. She's learning about Mesopotamian civilization, Indian civilization, about world climate changes. Why can't she study Ethiopia? I mean, isn't it a way of widening her horizon that she's studying contemporary Ethiopian affairs? What she's studying at school is what happened centuries ago. Uh, I teach her about Greek civilization, Roman civilization. That is part of her syllabus. Why shouldn't she study a little what is happening today? Nothing wrong with that, I think. So it's part of learning, and I don't force her. My little daughter Arfa as well. She's editing videos. She's, I think, 8, 7, 8, I think, and both are very committed. So it's a good opportunity for them to learn, and it's a good opportunity for me as well to groom someone, because I want someone to take my place, to be with me, I want this channel to go on. So maybe gradually we can add people to. But this is perhaps the best time for these kids to be acquainted with uh, international politics, Pakistani politics. And I think through learning about Ethiopia, she's learning about Pakistan as well. She's learning about what happens in the world, what happens at world level. So I think it's part of her grooming. I would encourage her to continue. Yes, she'll make mistakes, but I'm trying my best that she remains focused and on the right track. Now, some new stories. Firstly, Roundup. We have been monitoring Italy Africa summit where top Horn of Africa leaders were attending. Uh, so what happened there? Any meetings between Isas Afwerki and Hassan Sheikh Abi and Hassan Sheikh Abi and Isas Afwerki? We have one update for you. Hirsi is asking about Imran Khan jail for 10 years. Pakistan is a mockery of democracy, basically. There is no independent judiciary here. Judiciary under the thumb of establishment, military establishment. Anyone can be jailed, anyone can be released. Basically, I told you in so many videos, military is in power in Pakistan. So don't be worried about who will win the election, who will come to power. Military will remain in power in Pakistan. Maybe through some bloodshed, through struggle of decades, there could be change. Otherwise, no change. Uh, First news story is about meetings in Rome. Secondly, I don't like anyone, by the way. DW said, do you like Imran Khan? I don't like anyone. I don't like anyone because these politicians seek the support of military to come to power. And when they are in office, they know that real power lies with the military. They want then they start asserting themselves, and then military and politicians start fighting. Basically, it's fight for power. But I am supportive of civilian supremacy in Pakistan. I am not supportive of any military role in politics. Uh, Secondly, we'll talk about a propaganda story published today by a Somali news source that an Ethiopian diplomat is trying to replace PM Abiy. Thirdly, Ola has announced road closure strikes across Oromia. Sarah did a video 2 hours ago about today's situation. But behind the scenes, reportedly, some contacts have happened between Ola and government report. So these are the main news stories which I'll speak on. I'll keep it short again. Uh, I can't speak for long. Oh, Pakistan will be a democratic country. Mahdi Ali has joined too. Mahdi has been a very fierce critic of my views and news. Welcome, Mahdi. I remember during Tigray war, once I had to ban Mahdi. And Mahdi was one of the very few people I banned because he's so emotional. He was sharing so provocative content that I had to ban him, but later I unblocked him. Mahdi, welcome. Welcome to this live chat. Please be positive. Let's share views, express views, but be polite, be gentle, be responsible. That is my request, please. Let me start, viewers. Firstly, uh, Mohaz TV says, what is the best way to resolve the issue about MOU? You don't want me to talk about these news stories. You're asking questions. Well, best way is that talks should be held. I always say that Ethiopian desire to gain access to sea should be seen as a business opportunity by other countries. Eritrea, Somalia should see it as a business opportunity. They should not try to corner Ethiopia because Ethiopia has no port. They are losing business. You see what is happening now in Djibouti. IMF is saying that if Ethiopia diverts its imports, exports from Djibouti, Djibouti's economy will take a serious hit. So it means that Djibouti has been reliant on Ethiopian port fees to some extent. If Ethiopia starts using Assab port or a port in Somaliland, it will be beneficial for Assab, beneficial for Eritrea, beneficial for Somalia, beneficial for Somaliland. That is how this issue should be addressed and handled, I think. But we're seeing regional alliances being formed as if it's a war and Ethiopia wants to redraw borders, which cannot be done, by the way. Borders cannot be redrawn. Whether Somalis live in Somali region or in Somaliland or Somalia, dream of a greater Somalia, dream of a greater Ethiopia, dream of a greater Tigray, dream of a greater Oromia. These are all dreams. These dreams will lead to conflicts. These dreams will never lead to prosperity and development in the Horn of Africa. Please let me start, viewers. Let me start. Uh, uh, Firstly, Italy, where Italy Africa summit ongoing. By the way, one point I want to make: why do these African leaders rush to the countries wherever such summits are called? Russia Africa summit, US Africa summit, Arabia Africa summit, Turkey Africa summit, Italy Africa summit, France Africa summit. These African leaders should not downplay their own importance. They go there because they hope they'll get some direct investment, some financial aid from these countries, but it's not good for Africa as a whole. These countries need Africa. These countries should come to Africa. Why should Africa go to these countries? Entire Africa. I mean, 54 country leaders there. So these countries should know their strategic importance and significance. In Italy, Hassan Sheikh held a meeting with Isas al-Work. It has been confirmed now. Hassan Sheikh of Somalia, Isas al-Work of Eritrea met. Expected. Then Isas al-Work held a meeting with William Ruto too of Kenya. Again, expected. William Ruto is a big fan of Isas al-Work. He calls him a great revolutionary. Though Ruto is an elected leader, and Isas al-Work in power by force for decades, but for Ruto, Isas al-Work is a great African revolutionary. So meetings held there. Who did Abiy meet? Welcome AZ King. AZ King is a member, one of the earliest members of the channel. Welcome AZ King. I could not confirm any meeting between Abiy and Hassan Sheikh. No meeting between Abiy and Isas al-Worki as well. By the way, Abiy Hassan Sheikh meeting was not expected because Villa Somalia announced before departure of Hassan Sheikh for Rome that there would be no meeting between Ethiopian Prime Minister and Somalia's president. But Bromi Kingpin, welcome. You are here after some time, I think. But I am more concerned about uh, the fact that there was no meeting between Abiy and Isaias. Because if Ethiopia and Eritrea are not on good terms, Horn of Africa will never be stable. Uh, and and this is, I think, the fourth time in the last 6 months that we have seen that Abiy and Isaias Afwerki uh, avoided each other. We have seen that in Kenya, I think, in Russia too, in some other at some other meetings too. Just one interaction. A few days ago, we saw that in Uganda, non-aligned movement meeting was held, and there Abiy had a chit chat with Eritrean Foreign Minister Usman Saleh. But so far, I could not confirm any meeting on the sidelines of Africa Italy summit between Abiy and Isaias. So it means that Ethiopia Eritrea relations are still tense, not a good sign for peace and stability in the Horn of Africa. Two leaders should meet. That is the way forward. Otherwise, the people on the two sides of the border will face consequences of the tensions between the two sides. So this is what happened in Rome, Italy. Meetings between Isaias Afwerki and obviously Italian uh, ministers to Abiy has brought back a plane which was built in Ethiopia by German engineers in 1935. Italy took it, and so Abiy has managed to bring it back to Ethiopia. That is what he has achieved. Yes, I'm recovering. Someone is asking about, but recovery is slow, feeling a little weak. Second news story is about uh, the a propaganda news story, I would say. A propaganda news story published by a Somali news source today, which is being circulated in social media. It's an article. The Somali news source claims that welcome Sanye Ali Ali. Sanye, are you from Oromia? Uh, Tekim Tafira joined too. Welcome, Tekim. The Somali news source claims that uh, someone is asking about a recent interview of Somaliland's president. Could you share the link with me after this live chat, if it's in English? I'm feeling better. Yeah. So the Somali news source claims that IGAD Secretary General is lobbying to replace PM Abiy. IGAD Secretary General is Workne Gebejeho, who is an Ethiopian. He worked as Ethiopian foreign ministers too in the past. He's close to PM Abiy. Gerove Online, I think, is the name of this source which published this story today. According to Gerove, Workne is meeting international diplomats. Welcome, Yemaskan, I'm fine. And Workne assured international community, some diplomats, that he's the one who can back, bring the stability and normalcy back in Ethiopia. At the same time, Gerove Online criticized IGAD's role, that IGAD is tilting towards Ethiopia in the ongoing face-off between Ethiopia and Somalia. Well, uh, I then contacted some people. I contacted my sources too. Can you imagine that someone from outside would land in Ethiopia and take over as head of Prosperity Party, as head of the country? When it happened, does it make sense? Abiy is elected leader of Prosperity Party. Yes, you can question the transparency of the election, party election, but he is the party leader. And how will Varkane replace Abiy? It does not make sense. Basically, Somalia is not happy with IGAD's performance so far. Somalia believes that IGAD is supporting Ethiopia. IGAD head is supporting Ethiopia. Thank you, Alim. Thank you for appreciating my daughter. Uh, and this Somali news source is trying to create divisions between Abiy and Varkane, because yesterday Ethiopia wrote a letter to IGAD saying that Ethiopia was ready to attend an IGAD meeting about the MOU which it has signed with Somaliland. An earlier meeting was not attended by Ethiopia. Ethiopia excused. Ethiopia said it had some other engagements. Yesterday, Ethiopia wrote a new letter. It means Ethiopia wants to discuss the issue with the IGAD members at its own convenience. What will Somalia do? Will it attend IGAD meeting? That remains to be seen. But before that, I think Somalia's leaders not happy with IGAD. They believe IGAD is supporting Ethiopian government. Ilhan Umar, someone is asking question about Ilhan. I did a video. I mentioned in Ilhan in yesterday's live chat. I'll speak for just a few minutes more. I cannot speak more than that. Yes, Engesham, I am improving. Thank you. Fahmi Musa says, how are you feeling, brother? I am feeling better, Fahmi. So last episode, so Oromia, where we are seeing a strike, roadblocks. Sarah shared some details of main cities today. She told you about Nakante, Embo, then other towns too, where transport is suspended. Businesses partially closed, I would say. The interesting thing which I want to share with you is that while we're seeing that OLA has announced a strike and traffic flow to Addis Ababa has been disrupted, behind the scenes, some contacts have been made. Uh, Contacts have happened between OLA and the Ethiopian government for another round of talks, reportedly. And 2 days ago, by the way, Oromia regional government also showed flexibility. It, in a way, offered talks to the Oromo Liberation Army. And a few weeks ago, we heard from Berhano Jula, who said that a third round of talks will be tried as well, and that would be final. So that is why it's not that there is no likelihood of any talks between OLA and government. Rather, I think we could see announcement of start of third round of talks soon. I have a few dates as well. I mean, when talks will start, but I don't want to be. I don't want to uh, jump the gun, I think they say this term. Let's wait a little. But reportedly, contacts have been established for third round of talks. Backdoor diplomacy underway. Maybe after the end of this second strike, which is ongoing in Oromia, we could see announcement or progress towards the start of third round of talks between the government and OLA. That is what I have learned through some credible sources. Thank you for joining, viewers. 26 minutes have passed. Uh, I think we should end this live chat session. Always good to be with you. I'm improving very rapidly. Your prayers matter a lot. You're my virtual family. You kept me going. You kept me abreast of all the developments too. I'm receiving more emails now, by the way. People from different cities of Amhara, Oromia are sending me pictures, videos. You people are helping me a lot. That is how we keep my views and news going. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow in the next live chat session. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.